Greetings, prospective students. It appears we have a late entry. Who do you bring before me, Uthura? A young human bristling with the Force?
A human that has had some training, it seems, Master Uthar. Very promising, I think.
I met this one in the colony. Unworthy, if you ask me.
That I'll judge for myself, thank you. Tell me, human, what do you know of the ways of the Sith? What preconceptions has your mind been polluted with? Most impressive, if it is true. Those who were too weak to stand against you deserve their fate, so expect no retribution from us. There is much you can learn from the Sith, and we from you. The Jedi equate the light with goodness and strength, and the dark with weakness and evil. That is their tradition, and it is truly no surprise that they cling to it for comfort. We, however, do not treat the Force as a burden. We treat it as a gift, a thing to be celebrated. We use it to acquire power over others. And why should we not? Because the Jedi say we should not. We are as the Force is meant to be. The Jedi would hide that from you. They would tell you the dark side is too quick, too easy, all so that they need never challenge the passions that lie within them. Joining with us means realizing your true potential. It means not stifling yourself solely for the sake of hidebound shamans and their antiquated notion of order. Be what you were meant to be. What say you, Lasho? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the dark side? Dare you?
I dare, Master Uthar. I am ready.
Brash and fiery, as expected. Turn that passion to your advantage, child. What of you, Meekle? Are you ready?
I am, Master. More than ready.
I sense much anger within you, young one. That is good. That will provide you power. And Shardan, what of you?
I am always ready.
I see. You had best gather your wits for the trial ahead, boy, or you will not last. And you, young human, does this interest you? Are you ready to learn more of what I speak? Your slaves. They are irrelevant. They may accompany you so long as they do not interfere with us or with your training. Are you ready or not, young one? And so shall it be. Now then, all of you 5 recruits have shown a degree of facility with the Force. You all have the potential to become true Sith. Only one of you, however, will succeed. The one who succeeds will be admitted to the Academy as a full Sith. All others must wait until next year and try again, if you survive. My pupil, Uthura, shall be your teacher and master while you attempt to prove yourselves. Heed her words.
As Master Uthar said, none of you are true Sith yet. For that to occur, one of you must do enough of worth, gain enough prestige, to be selected. What is an act of worth? You must learn that for yourselves. Remember that you are competitors here. Fight for your destiny, or go home.
If you wish to gain a lead over your competitors, the first of you to learn the code of the Sith and tell me of it will be rewarded. The rest is for you to discover. Welcome to the dark side, my children. Your one chance at true greatness lies here.
Ah, there you are. My favorite prospect for the year. Absolutely. By my estimation, you are far more likely to achieve the prestige necessary to join the Sith than any of the others. As a matter of fact, I am so certain of that I'm willing to offer you an opportunity of the once-in-a-lifetime variety. Would you like to hear it? Yet, being the operative term. As I said, you have my utmost confidence. As I said, you're no doubt going to be the one whom Uthar chooses to become a Sith. With my help, of course. Once that occurs, he will take you into the Valley of the Dark Lords to the tomb of Naga Sado to administer the final test. There you and I will be alone with him. The perfect time to, shall we say, arrange for a change in the Academy's leadership? The tomb is an ancient ruin on the surface that was visited years ago by Darth Revan and Darth Malak. They discovered a star map there of great importance. Reaching that map, as they did, is part of the final test. At any rate, it is not the tomb that is important. That Uthar will be alone is what is important. Is that such a daunting prospect? It is not as if I am asking you to perform the task alone, or as if you will get nothing out of it. Master Uthar cannot prevail against us both. That's all there is to it. It is a very simple matter. I suppose you could do that. Even the hint of betrayal from his pupil and Uthar would move to eliminate me. But this is a very good opportunity for you. You can start off your Sith career as the right hand of the head of the Academy. Me, Uthar will not offer you that. Do you believe Uthar would not be aware of this? He would quickly figure out what you have to gain by betraying him, and would never believe someone would pass that up. Tell Master Uthar what you wish. Were I you, I would think first of what the consequences of such an action might be. My part in this is to help you gain enough prestige, and slow down the progress of the other hopefuls. I want you in that tomb when the time is right. We destroy Master Uthar together, and I take his place. And you take your place at my side. A beautiful plan in its sheer simplicity. You must not know much about the Sith yet. If Uthar were even to suspect that I might be trying to supplant him, true or not, well, let's just say he wouldn't likely stop to ask too many questions before ensuring I was dealt with. I'm so glad you see it my way. I will begin to make preparations for your final test. Your only worry now is to get there. Don't disappoint me. You must impress Master Uthar. Go to him with news of your deeds, or artifacts you have discovered. The first and easiest way would be for you to learn the code of the Sith and speak it to him. I can teach you that, if you like. Shall I go on? There are a group of students who refused an order by Master Uthar to execute a group of civilians in the colony. Uthar declared that they were to be executed themselves, but the students escaped and fled before the order could be carried out. We are certain that they have not left Korriban. No doubt they have not gotten far and are simply in hiding. We just do not know where exactly. If you were to locate them and carry out Uthar's order, I am sure he would be most appreciative. Shall I go on? I would suggest you talk to the other prospective Sith and find one you can gain an advantage with. I believe Lasho would be an excellent choice. She is too trusting. I have little doubt you could talk her into letting you help her somehow. Just make sure it is you who gains the advantage, not her. Be ruthless if you must. That is the only thing that will impress Uthar. The only other idea I can suggest to you is that you head into the Valley of the Dark Lords on the surface. There are ancient ruins there which can be explored. It's possible you might find some artifacts or information in them which would please Uthar. It's difficult to say for certain. I can help you understand it. Would you like to hear it? Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. Simple words, yet easily misunderstood. Would you care for me to explain anything? The Jedi would have you believe that peace is a desirable goal. That peace of the spirit is the way the Force is mastered. That a lack of conflict betters man. We know different. It is our passion, our hate, and our desire that fuels the Force. It is conflict that improves the lot of civilization and single being both. Conflict forces one to better oneself. It forces change, growth, adaptation, evolution, or death. These are not our laws, but the universe's. Without conflict, you have only stagnation. What fuels your power with the Force but your passion? The stronger, darker emotions. Anger, hatred, fear. These passions empower us. Love is more dangerous than all those things. Love leads to anger and hatred more often than not. But it also leads to mercy, which is far worse. That, however, is a lesson for another time. Negative? Compared to what? What keeps even the most rudimentary creature alive? Fear to run, anger to fight. Without it, a creature would most surely die. We are far more than them, perhaps. But in some ways, we are little different. To think us creatures beyond the need of simple passions is a delusion. The Force gives us all power, even the Jedi. It is our mastery of our passion that gives us the strength they lack. It is our goal to be stronger, to achieve our potential and not rest upon our laurels. We are the seekers, not the shepherds. How many sorts of victories can you imagine? Peaceful victory, victory by sacrifice, a truce, an achievement. Unless the victory is achieved by demonstrating that your power is superior, it is only an illusion, temporary at best. We seek more. This has been argued over, and often. The chains represent our restrictions, both those placed upon us and those we place upon ourselves. Ultimately, the goal of any Sith is to free herself from such restrictions. In a way, it is so we may do whatever we wish, but it is much more than that. One who has freed themselves from all restrictions has reached perfection, their potential fulfilled. Perfect strength, perfect power, perfect destiny. Imagine it. That is our ideal, at any rate. It is said in Sith legend that the Sithari, the perfect being, will one day lead us. But perhaps that is just a legend. I wonder what that being would be like. The legends say the Sithari will destroy us and make us stronger than ever. But perhaps that is just a legend. Perfection is a goal, I think, rather than a state of being. The Jedi would argue that, no doubt. The Force is our servant and our master, our teacher and our companion, a weapon and a tool. Know it, and you know the universe. Master it, and you master the universe. Strive for perfection, and the Force shall reward you. I am not surprised. The Force is strong with you. Master it, and it shall serve you well. I have been involved in the work there over the last couple of years, but not often. Most of the excavating is left to the students. What did you wish to know? Not unless you are accompanied by Master Uthar, no. It is strictly forbidden. And I truly doubt you could bypass the doors to the tomb with anything less than ship blasters. Even then, perhaps. None. I do not even know how Master Uthar gains entrance, to tell the truth. Though I look forward to discovering that fact. I have searched many times, so do not bother. There is no other way. Do not fret, however. Simply get the prestige you need, and you will see the tomb soon enough. We could learn much about the history of the ancient Sith. Why they were on Korriban and why they left. Perhaps we could learn more about the origin of the Force itself. With that knowledge could come great power. As you wish. About myself. I am originally from Sleheyron, if you must know. I was a slave to a cruel master, Omish the Hutt. I'm sure you don't need to know more. You have had an excellent start. Go, gain more prestige. What do you wish? I am eager to get this over with. I did. I also said that you didn't need to know more. Why are you asking? I see. Very well. I suppose there's no harm in the tale. As I said, I was originally a slave to one of the Hutts. The Hutts control everything on Sleheyron, and a slave is nothing to them. I was determined not to be nothing. One night when the drunken worm had me alone in his chambers, I stabbed him and escaped the compound. I stole onto a cargo ship and was not discovered by the crew until they reached the next system. They left me for dead on a desolate planetoid, alone. But that was fine by me. I was glad to be anywhere other than Sleheyron. It was not luck that I was eventually rescued, of course. The Force was strong with me, though I didn't know that at the time. Not until the Jedi told me, that is. I'd rather not discuss it. Perhaps another time. Is there something else you needed? I hope to see you again. Hello again. I trust all is going smoothly. I would prefer not to discuss that. Why? There is no point. Have I asked you about your past? I see. You certainly have odd notions for one hoping to become a Sith. I'll play along, for now. Let's see. After escaping from Slaheron, I was found by the Jedi. They took me in and trained me, even though I was a bit older than most Padawan. Not really, no. I never progressed beyond Padawan. I had discipline, but no peace. And after my treatment at the hands of the Hutts, there was little room in me for the ways of the Jedi. I wanted to use the Force to free the other slaves I knew, to fight for what I knew was right. The Jedi restrained me until I couldn't stand it anymore. They claim the dark side is evil, but that isn't so. Sometimes anger and hatred are so deserved and right. Sometimes things change because of it. There is suffering and injustice in the universe. I am surprised the Jedi can even stand the stench of it, much less stand by and do nothing. I know this may sound strange, but only my compassion stands in my way now. Once that is gone, let the slavers beware. Thank you. I only wish I was as strong with the Force as you are. You could change much yourself, if you wanted to. But enough of that. I have talked about myself too much. Surely you are tired of it. Come back soon, my friend.
Greetings, student.
What? Gotcha. Simple. Gotcha. Simple.
Yeah? Yes?
Oh, hello. I don't remember seeing you here before. My name is Kel Alguin. Of course. It's full of ancient Sith ruins from a time before the Sith left this region of space. Rather exciting, really. I've, never studied it myself. Couldn't help you much. If you're really interested, there's a fellow by the name of Dak who's out in the valley now. He knows plenty about it. Well, good luck with your training. Oh, hello again. You're, doing well in your training? Nothing. Yes, my master always says I'm too trusting, too willing to show weakness. You're a Sith, so I really shouldn't, you know. Oh, I know that. I mean, you aren't yet, but you intend to be. I mean, you're just like everyone else here. Well, I didn't mean it like that. I shouldn't trust you. I can't trust you, can I? I just don't feel I belong here. I thought maybe I did at first, but now, I don't know. I just have so many doubts. Yes, I'm sorry. Please, don't tell anyone. I'll get over it, I guess. I am too a Sith. I'm more a Sith than you are. I'll show you.
There are some students in hiding that refuse to follow an order. Master Uthar wants them found and dead, and is offering a reward for it, too.
You? I remember you from the colony. I can't believe you actually made it into the Academy. My name is Lasho. Remember it, for I'll be the one who earns the prestige to move on. You'll have to be satisfied with next year, I suppose. Just figured that out, did you? It just so happens that I have a surefire way of pulling ahead in this little contest of ours. You don't really have a chance. I found an artifact that will impress Uthar far more than anything you could ever scrounge up. I'll win for sure. I don't have it just yet. I'll get it when I'm good and ready. Like I would tell you. Why don't I just let you rob me while you're at it? So what if it is? I'll get it eventually, regardless. Nothing good comes without a bit of a fight. That's the Sith motto, more or less. I suppose I could use some help. The artifact I know of certainly won't be easy to take. But why should I work with you? Flattery, is it? I suppose it's possible that Master Uthar could award both of us prestige. We'd be ahead of the others, for sure. Unfortunately, the holocron lies in the gullet of a Tukata mother. I can arrange for us to meet her, but you're going to have to help me in putting her down. That makes sense to you? Go into the valley when you're prepared enough. I'll be amongst the central pillars near the north end. A holocron, this holocron anyway, is an ancient recording device. It can store and display large amounts of information. Because it probably contains secrets from the time when the Sith ruins on this planet first existed. You don't think that Master Uthar would find that impressive? And I'm just supposed to trust you? You're the one who has to work on this, remember? You watch me and I'll watch you. I don't trust you any more than you trust me. If you don't like that, don't come. Remember, the central pillar's in the valley. I'll be waiting, so don't take too long.
I remember you. You're all right. Trying for the Academy, I see. The name's Shardan. Didn't I tell you that back in the colony? Maybe not. I don't work or play well with others. Thanks for the offer, though. I remember you. You're all right. Trying for the Academy, I see. You want to challenge me to a duel? I've got a lot more planned than giving someone like you a fair fight. I guess we'll meet eventually, on my terms. Good luck until then.
It's a bad year to try and become a Sith, you know. I've got it all wrapped up. That's right. You might as well just go home, you know. There can only be one Sith this year, and that's me. You think I would tell you? Had my brain started dribbling out of my nose or something? I could, but what would be the point in that? See you around, chump.
Greetings, student.
Come back when you've taken your final test, if you survive it.
Greetings, student. If you're here to use the dueling room, go ahead. I'm through with it for the moment. This is where you get to hone your killing styles. We get sent captives all the time to practice on. It's very handy. You only get so many before the terminal cuts you off. Some of the students are a little bloodthirsty and get carried away, after all. Just go to the computer console and open up one of the cages. And don't be waiting. We only get so many captives a month, you know. No thanks, I'm pretty bored right now. Maybe later. No problem. Enjoy.
Sorry, I don't have time to speak. My training waits.
Go away. There's nothing we need to talk about. Get lost, Sith. I'm not falling for any of your tricks.
You want me to fight you? Die! Die!
What?
Sure.
I'll kill you! Come and get me if that's what you want! You want me to fight you? Die! Die!
What? Gotcha. Simple.
What?
Sure.
Huh?
Huh?
Yes?
Maybe you can do better than I. This Mandalorian is proving more resistant than I expected. I'm trying to get him to tell us where his weapon cache is hidden. So far, all the serum combinations I'm using are proving ineffective. If I bring his drug threshold too high, he'll go into shock and be useless. Too low, and he just refuses to talk. It's been maddening. Just activate the console. It gives you a variety of options for serum dosage. The right amount applied at the right rate should do it. The real trick is that the only way to gauge your progress is to watch the prisoner closely for his reaction. Our scanners can't pick up his vitals. Certainly. Just don't kill him or send him into shock. He's supposed to be questioned, not executed. If you manage to get the location of his cache out of him, I'll be sure to pass on the good word to Master Uthar.
We itanan dayata. Wato yuma wamahuhu nandektik. Shotung ni batoga. Wano kusbe ching palamule donke. 돈의 포도 라는 우프라타 동고 실카샤 좀 나피게 기푸나 까마동파 쿠팔레야 무카바타 지요카 쿠tumpa 쿠팔레야 나티본나 구두 지지바 지피카사 도파용 파체온 조네직 요콜라위시 아추타 웡가 군비스 돌비 기고야나 동 바투가스 막딜레야 기푸나 까마동파 쿠팔레야 무카바타 지요카 쿠tumpa 쿠팔레야 아추타 웡가 군비스 돌비 기고야나 동 바투가스 막딜레야 나티본낭 구두 지지바 지피카사 도바용 파체온 조네직 요콜라위시 아추타 웡가 군비스 돌비 기고야나 동 바투가스 막딜레야 Mucha tonga ya fulke. Chachiska do punta casa baka. Panaoto.
Yes, I did. Excellent job. Thank you for locating the cache. Naturally, I would see you rewarded, but I would prefer that everyone believe that I extracted the information. Of course not. Information extraction is my specialty. I'm not about to let it be known that some whelp did my job better. You had some fun, didn't you? Now run along, and let's not turn this into anything unpleasant. Oh? I suppose one would need to be alive to go running to Master Uthar to report the location of the cache, wouldn't they? Does that mean that you're ready to battle a true Sith, then? Shall we make an issue of it? Ha! Gather your anger, then, and let us see who is superior.
You aren't even a full Sith. Don't bother me.
Greetings, young one. You have much to do yet. You have gained little prestige. You will have to work quickly if you hope to best the others. Oh? It is no more complicated than I said. Perform impressive deeds, or bring me a suitably valuable artifact from the Valley of the Dark Lords. Really, however, you should seek out Uthura and get her advice. She is your trainer, after all, yes? There is an exit that leads to the surface of the planet. The valley is only a short trip from there. It is not difficult to find. You wish to know more about me, do you? And why would I indulge your idle curiosity? Will we be good friends, you think? I strived many years to hone my power, until I was able to drive out my predecessor and rule the Academy. If you are smart, you will aim to do the same, or better. There is nothing else you need to know. Do not ask again, young one. Oh? What is my apprentice up to now? I see. It is good that you have come to me with this information, young one. It is a bit ironic that Uthura has begun her plotting. I have been aware of her growing ambitions for some time, and had in fact already decided to remove her. Normally, the one who gains the most prestige would engage in a final trial. 2 of the students would fight. This time, it will be Uthura who battles, though she does not yet know it. Perhaps it will be you who combats her. Yes, perhaps so. This is what you can do. Give this pad to Adrenus. He will put some poison in her bath. This will weaken Uthura for that final test, making her an easy target. Rather generous of me, don't you think? For coming to me with this information and betraying your foolish trainer. I feel you are worthy of prestige, young one. Go now. You have not yet impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. You do? That is most interesting. Where might that be? How ironic that I recently had his vessel scrapped for parts, then. I had assumed it had been thoroughly scanned. Apparently not. Still, you have done well in bringing me information that others could not unearth on their own. I am impressed. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Then finish the code as I speak it. Peace is a lie. That is only... Through passion, I gain... Through strength, I gain... Through power, I gain... Through victory, the Force shall free me. Yes, good. You have indeed learned the code of the Sith. Speaking the words and knowing the words are, however, two different things. Tell me then, true or false, victory by any means is desirable. Well done. I will test you no more. You know the code. Very impressive. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. You have gained considerable prestige. You are very close to the end. Do not falter now.
How do you do, hopeful? Seeking prestige, yes. I am a trainer here at the Academy. I think I may be able to offer you some aid in gaining prestige, if you desire. Do you know of our renegade students? Those are the ones. It seems you have already heard of them. There is little more I can tell you then. Should you locate their hiding place, you would gain considerable prestige, I am sure. Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to my studies.
Greetings. You're one of the new hopefuls, aren't you? I imagine you're eager to garner some prestige from Master Uthar. My name is Tamlin. I'm assigned here to the library, mostly keeping it up to date with new discoveries and such. I am adding new entries into our library's database based on the excavations in the valley. Currently, I'm working on Ajunda Paul, quite a fascinating subject. Ajunda Paul was one of the first of the great Sith lords, at least according to the ruins here on Korriban. One of the tombs out in the Valley of the Dark Lords belongs to him. He wielded a powerful sword, by all accounts. Some of us believe it might be in that tomb, which is quite exciting. According to legend, Ajunda Paul forged a sword imbued with the essence of the dark side. Someone who found it could gain considerable prestige. Some unsuccessful attempts have been made. I truly don't know why a more concerted effort isn't made, however. You simply need to follow the East Passage. There's an exit there which will lead you up to the surface. Look for Tariga. She is in that area and can probably help you. Isn't that what you're interested in? Although I suppose you could also keep it. Well, the legends say the sword had dark power, but that may only be a story. We will never know unless we can examine it more closely. I imagine you've got a lot to do.
Another hopeful wandering about the Academy. I suppose you want to know how to get prestige. I'm one of the Academy trainers, of course. You'd do well to watch your tone with me, hopeful. I'll be one of your instructors when and if you reach your final test. Oh yes, you gather prestige to earn the opportunity to take the final test. You don't automatically become a student. You'll see. As if I didn't have better things to do. Has anyone told you about Jorak-Un? Well, the first thing you should know is that it's not a name you should mention around Master Uthar if you can avoid it. Jorak-Un was once Uthar's master, you see, and the head of this academy. He went a little insane, however, and Uthar forced him to flee to the surface and hide. It seems that Jorak has been spending his time kidnapping students who wander into the Valley of the Dark Lords. No idea why. I've also no idea why Uthar doesn't do something about it. If you want prestige, however, you'll find that hermit, as everyone calls him. You'll find Jorak and either kill him or bring back anything he's been writing. Uthar would like that. Now be gone. I have better things to do than chat with lost hopefuls.
Tong abog siya umninang wanga kumisken balibulaya. Johnny yung kumiki idadwana. Kavavod pa mulje kumana? Ci gratulo da ograci yung kumbaci kumumutuba. Lodanita kun. Ida patisa batua kachatutonga. Bagrasya kon tijaka Chubakaha, chopa chawachuish, yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang. Chanshak bulara, umrao chiskaduchi. On chubanjishka yanki, titoke gratung, kun chichakun, king kachachonobra. Bogra wala no tumbacha. Nechi chuna chubating, loda itaku. Loda, Rashi, Oneo Comba, Chintono Muchuba. Loda Nita Kun, Ida Patisa Batua, Kachatutonga. Bagrasha con Tichaka Chubakaha, Chopa, Chawachuish, Yunku. Jodo Jitbungarantang. Witam Boragatong, Mulira Shangturung ni Napotata Twangachun Tize. Grutu Haga Jijiwa. Watajuma wana hu wama hu natek. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulira. Dolpa da bongwale gandona gugu chuchut. Kavadum kupilio botenya, bonanai kuchu, hawaga boska chocola, mucha shag panka. Manaman atota, hakijukrata bola shui tongatong, chong no bunka mulera kunkile no ba. Watende chokolo uno ku mulera. Watana wama mulera. Kenchun jupashak. No bule mulera ji jonitun turji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek. Bala mure slimo wanga kun Bis chuponko kokimas baka. Ting pala chiska mule tunarana. Rata tunko sicha tuma wamama tus keba toma. Nisha julorcha kinkuno bule rajikon. Takum justak miki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes. Chanshak bulara umrao chiskaduchi. On chubanjishka yanki titoke gratung kun chichakun king kachachonobra. Bogra wala no tumbacha. Nechi chuna chubaching lordai itakun. Jedabadwana ni dibobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukas talea. Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching balamule tongking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukun mulerabes. Mucho shak bakat. Kiye no namapaule rachikun. Takom jus tak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Manaman atota. Hakiju krata bola shui tongatong. Jong no bunka mulera kunkile. Kunkile no ba. Watende chokolo uno ku mulera. Watana wama mulera. Kenchun jubashak. No bule mulera ji jonitun turji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek. Palamure slimo wanga kun bisching. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikuyana. Dong patugas makdelia.
Greetings, student.
What? Sure.
I have to give you credit. You've led me on quite a chase, but nobody gets away from Callow Nord in the end.
I see you brought some backup, Callow. Realized we were a bit too much to handle on your own, huh?
You got lucky on Terrace. The Sith attack saved you from a quick and gruesome death. But I promise you, the Sith won't be getting in my way this time. Let's go, boys. It's showtime.
What? Yeah?
Yes?
Take that! You'll pay! Hey there, what can I do for you? Okay, have it your way.
Huh? Yeah, what do you want? We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us. But it was close. So close. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars. It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance. It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
How can I help? I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zahar. You never give up, do you? I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it. What? No, of course not. Not like that, anyway. In many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy, or you could bring untold destruction upon us all. I have seen you give in to temptation and indulge your baser emotions on many occasions. I'm afraid you are on the path that leads to the dark side. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand. The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for. I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly? And how adept must one become at making excuses for one's actions if suffering is the result? How long before you stop making excuses at all? It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying. I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.